Hey guys, welcome. Martin here with Auto Analytix, and I want to walk you guys today through our collection dashboard. We've done some recent changes, a facelift, if you will, to our dashboard. So some of you, if you're a client, you're going to see some of these revamps go out here in the next couple of days. If you're not a client, don't worry. I still want to walk you through it so you can kind of see what our clients are leveraging, what they're using in their operation on a daily basis. Now, I want you guys to know that this is not replacing your DMS. We are not a DMS company. We simply connect to your DMS and extract the data and present it to you in a way that maybe you're not used to seeing it, or maybe you've never seen it this way. But what they are is essentially dashboards. So I'm not going to spend too much time into the intro. You can find another video where we do that. Right now, what we're going to go ahead and do is show you the dashboard of the collections. And you can see that the first tab that we have here is a recency and a past due tab. Now, you probably see this, a lot of lenders provide this in a way to where you can see it on your borrowing base. You can kind of see the breakdown of your aging of your accounts, your delinquent accounts, and your current accounts. So we have two visuals that are very similar, left and right. They just show the information in a different way. For example, you see the breakdown of the days past due, right? So anything that's 0 to current, 1 to 15, 16 to 30, and etc. Over to the right, you see the same information. However, you just see it broken down by principal balance and what percentage of that principal balance those accounts are located. Now, the really nice thing about this visual is that these are all dynamic. You can click on any of these. For example, let's click on 16 to 30 accounts, 16 to 30 days, and you can see that you have 48 accounts that are between that category. Now, the bottom portion of the report tells you which accounts those are. You can see a status that's active. You will see a borrower one name. It's been blurred out here for demonstration purposes. Stock and account recency, very important to know your recency, and then your days past due. I'm going to show you one that's a little bit more interactive right now, just for demonstration purposes. 31 to 60, right? So 31 to 60 has 44 accounts. Now, typically right here, you start scrolling down and you see some of these have been tagged out for repo, right? So this is great because if you're, an owner or a GM and you want to see, hey, what was my collections department's efficiency or performance yesterday, right? These are updated on a daily basis so you can kind of see where you are at a given point in time. And if you're curious, I want to see, hey, which accounts are out for repo? Let's filter out all the active accounts. Now you can see that you have 7 accounts that are out for repo. You see which accounts those are, when the last time that they made a payment. So for example, the last payment date was on the 20th. Their next due date was 7/13, so they're 41 days past due, and the last time they made a payment was 53 days ago. So it gives you all that information at a quick glance. You can filter for repossessed. So I'm going to go ahead and just unfilter that real quick here and go into these accounts. Some of these should be repossessed by now. There you go. So for example, I'm going to select all, and I'm between the 61 to 90 day bucket here. So you can see 18 accounts. Some of these are out for repo. Some of them have been repossessed already. So let's just see what's been repossessed. Oh, none of those have been repossessed here. That's interesting. Okay, so what we'll do is let's just select all, and let's select just repossessed accounts, right? There you go. So these are basically just repossession. So this dealer actually classifies them as repossessed accounts, and you can see how many of those accounts are repossessed. So again, another great way for you to view this information. I'm not going to spend too much time on there. I think I already spent way too much time in it. The facelift actually occurs in the projections and actuals. So as you can see, some of you might recognize this already, but we still give you the valuable KPI card at the very top. You see what was projected. For example, this was for the entire month of June. What was collected, the variance between those two figures, and then your collection efficiency, right? So how much did you collect? What was the percentage that you collected? Now, typically, a good benchmark for this is anywhere between 90%, 93% up. Some dealers even do more. But anyways, just so you can kind of have a gauge, right, a measure, you have that information right in front of you. Now, down below that, you have a breakdown of, hey, what was supposed to be, regular payments, CPI, and then side loans. The dark blue one is the projected amounts. You can see the legend up here. And the light blue one is just the collected amounts. So if you want to say, for example, hey, I just want to see what was regular payment. We have these filters out here, and then everything adjusts to that category, right? I'm going to go ahead and select all again. You want to see CPI? Let's see CPI here. Collateral insurance protection. Here we go. So 121, you collected 89. So you collected 73% of your CPI payments. And then over to the right, you have your collection breakdown by collector. So this applies to those dealerships that use the DMS to I guess the best of its abilities, right? And also the size of your dealership, right? Because if you're maybe 5 million and below, you probably only have 1 or 2 collectors. You can kind of pull that information probably easier, but just so you know, we can't put that together. Now, if you have $20 million portfolios and up, you have many collectors. I mean, you kind of have to have a system to measure each collector, right? So that's what we have here. For example, Terry for the month of June collected 19%, followed by Hernandez at 17, and et cetera, right? Now down below, we have a collection by day, right? So your collectors can see how much are we supposed to collect. So I'm going to go ahead and change the date here to July. Sorry, let me go here and go down to July, and then go into July 31st. There we go. Now you'll see a lot of this. For example, this collected is blank, right? So obviously you see the collection efficiency drop down to 29% as well, because we haven't collected for the full month, right? So this is a great tool for your managers, your collection managers to see, hey, what are we supposed to be collecting each day and how much are we collecting? Maybe you don't have to look at it in a daily basis, but in a weekly basis you should, right? So let's see, for example, let's go from the 1st of July to the 6th. So that's kind of the first week of July there, 89%, right? And this is how much was collected. This is the projected amount for that day. And then you have some color codes here that are green or red depending on the performance of that day. And then over to the right, you have which customers made those payments, right? So if you're ever curious and you say, hey, well, this one doesn't really count because it's an insurance payment. The cool thing about this is that your team can go into this filter here selection, and then you can filter out by account ID, right? So for example, hey, select all. This one ending in 139, that's an insurance payment. So let's go ahead and remove that, and the model adjusts exactly to that, right? So you can see that the 153 goes down to 152. So you can filter some of those out yourself. Obviously, that takes a little bit of training and a little bit of getting used to. But I did want to go ahead and say, this is getting a lot of great feedback from our customers. And again, mobile, pull it out at any given point in time. Great for GMs, great for owners. Yeah, that's basically it. If you have any questions, if you want to know more, feel free to shoot me a text or shoot me an email, give me a call, whatever the case may be, and we're here to help you. Thank you.